Thank you and welcome. Welcome for another big night. Another big night, another big year. Well, thank you very much everyone for coming along tonight. Obviously it's our AGM, which is obviously a rather important night. First of all, just some apologies. Unfortunately, Dennis Weiss, as some of us know, has come down with COVID. So he's isolated. So the day before his big track day, he found out he had to isolate. So the conch shells were blown, and thank you very much to John Tate, our treasurer, who was going today anyway, but suddenly his roles changed. So he was able to run the day, and also Christine Murphy stepped in as well. And between the two of them, thank you. They pulled off a great day, and Christine was saying that there were lots of good compliments and met some great people, and everyone had a great day, and it was nearly a full turnout. QR were great, and yeah, again, thank you very much, John and Christine, for stepping in and doing that. The other couple of apologies, Dean Sharry can't make it. Nathan, goodness gracious, I can't recall his surname. I shall look it up and let you know. Is there any other apologies? Oh, David Palmer. So the minutes of the last general meeting were circulated on the 16th of April. Riveting reading. I hope you all took them to bed and studied them at length, because the good part about that meeting was that a lot of us weren't there. So Dennis ran the meeting, and apparently it was a good meeting. So yes, I'll give him an opportunity to do it again sometime. But anyway, can I have someone propose they'll accept the minutes for that meeting, please? Yep. Donald Weir and a seconder. Thank you. Ian O'Hara. Thank you very much. New members. We're privileged tonight. A couple of new members. Ben, would you like to stand up, introduce yourself, tell us what you drive and how happy you are to join us?
Okay, my name is Ben van den Els. I live up in Morayfield. I currently drive a 325i 2008 hardtop convertible.
Right.
And the idea is to actually have a bit of fun with the car. It's my hobby car, so it's not my daily drive.
Right.
I'm retired, so I thought I'll join the club and have some nice social events with it.
Fantastic. Is this your first BMW?
Yes, it is.
Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. Thank you. You'll hopefully you'll never go back.
Oh, definitely won't.
Also, Carmela.
Hello everyone.
It's actually
My name is Carmela.
Carmela.
I've recently purchased a 1990 E30 325i convertible.
Convertible.
Another one for the flavour tonight.
I've been on the search for this car for about 3 years, and finally found her. She's ill at the moment, so she's going to see the mechanic next week. The reason I've joined is to make connections with people, and also the love of beautiful cars.
Lovely.
Thank you very much. Is any other new members here tonight? No. Well, if you get a chance later, we've ordered some pizzas and we've got some wine and beers, so we'll have a bit of a chat later. And if you can just make sure that our new members are made welcome. So thank you very much. Business arising from the minutes. I just want to take a moment. It's been rather sad that we've lost some members in this last little while, and especially, well, they're all very special. But what I would like to pass on, the wife of one of these gentlemen, Ken Gilbert, sent us a letter of appreciation. The committee and organised by Leanne sent a wonderful bunch of flowers, and if I may just read the message that she sent. I'm writing this email as I hope you will pass it on to the Club Queensland members. I want to thank the club for the magnificent flower arrangement that was sent to Ken Gilbert's funeral this morning in Townsville. It was truly beautiful, since he had his coffin wrapped with a photo of his beloved 850. He always joked with us that he would be buried in his 850, and we always said, no, we're selling it. It was a compromise. Laugh out loud. Thank you again, regards, Margaret Colpane, his spouse. So again, he was a lovely man and really loved his BMWs. He lived up in North Queensland at Ayr. Also through the year, we've lost Ray Alsop and David Harris. They were both keen motorsport participants, and also John Wood. And John Wood is very well known for his love of E30s, and he kept a register, a roll of E30s that people would spot in the traffic and send to him, so he collated this big roll of E30s. I have been told that someone else is taking that on. I'm not sure. If anyone knows about it, let me know. I'd like to keep that going if we can. But yes, sadly missed and wonderful members, and especially Ray Alsop, Dennis did a fantastic tribute, a track day at Lakeside where they ran Ray's car and had 4 Ray shirts made, and a group of guys ran the car, and I made a little video of the day. This was whilst he was ill in hospital in Melbourne, and we sent him the video, and he was quite touched. So, you know, we all love our cars. We're all in the club to have fun, meet people and have a good time, and it's just sad when these people leave us. Anyway, on a brighter note, let's have the AGM. Okay, fun and frivolities. So I'd just like to call the AGM open now at 7 minutes past 9. 9 minutes past 7. Something. Yes. Sorry. I just remind that only financial members can vote. So what I would first like to do, the minutes of the previous AGM were also circulated on the 16th of the 4th. Again, your bedside reading, I hope you got to those as well. That's good. So would you like to propose that you accept those minutes? Thank you, Sid. Yeah. So your name's down there. A seconder, please. Yes, Scotty again. Always depend on Scotty. Okay, thank you very much. Can I ask, is there any business arising from those minutes? Is there anything you would like to discuss? No? Very good. I like that. That's great. Now, we've had a very big year. Lots of great things happened, including our 30th anniversary. So I'd just like to turn to a video.
Hi, Gary Schweikert, President, BMW Club Queensland. Firstly, I'd like to thank the members, and especially the committee members, for making the last year so successful. Our membership at March 30 was 411, and this has remained similar over the past 12 months, during which time we have conducted 46 public events. And some of the most successful activities were our annual Happy Laps Regularity Charity Day at Lakeside. This was a combined event with other car clubs. This event showcased our club to sponsors, supporters, members and the public. It also introduced many members to motorsport and helped our local community.
Very exciting day today. It's our ICC Challenge, Regularity, breakfast and happy laps.
The charities that we have supported in the last 12 months: Emerge Cafe Toowoomba, Pay a Sack Forward, and the Volunteer Marine Rescue Brisbane. These three charities have been recipients of funding from our club in the last 12 months. A total of $11,000 was distributed amongst those three organisations, and we also held events at two of their businesses to further support their operations. On the 4th of December 2021, we held our 30th anniversary gala dinner. In November 1991, BMW Club Queensland was incorporated. Although the club was formed back in early 1980s, we chose to celebrate the occasion with a very special dinner for 100 members and guests. We were able to gather many past presidents and compile video messages from various members of the BMW Club community worldwide to help us celebrate.
It's West here.
Hi, it's Graham Miller.
Happy 30th anniversary Club Queensland, what a great achievement.
Hello BMW Club members in Australia.
Hi, my name's Ian Branston. I'm coming to you from the Car Club of America's Museum.
Hi, BMW Clubs Queensland. I'm Eva, I'm the key account for the clubs in Australia.
The highlight of the evening was the attendance at our dinner of the first Queensland BMW salesman, Horace Sirac, and his wife, who in 1970 were tasked by the then Datsun dealer, Ira Burke, in setting up a showroom and selling BMWs for the first time in Queensland.
And then we were back up at Mullaney again in 1976. These are all owners of BMWs that I sold to.
Well, good evening everyone. Hello, hello. So welcome to our first meeting for 2022.
Electronic communication has been a highlight of these lockdown times, and we have been very successful in keeping people in touch with local webcasts of our club meetings.
Ladies and gentlemen, Russell Thomas, Social Director Extraordinaire.
Because of the massive size of Queensland, we have also instigated the use of Clubs Australia's Zoom licence in a country members Zoom webinar.
We've got a gentleman here from Quorra Beach, north of Cairns, so that's nearly 1,800 kilometres north, and another couple from Port Macquarie, which is about 500 kilometres south.
At every opportunity that arises, we showcase our club at various high-profile car displays. In the last 12 months, we attended RACQ Motorfest, the David Hack Classic, and McLean's Bridge Car Show. As a major showcase to the public and members, we are proud of our website, and we are constantly updating it to service our members. At the moment, we are working on a complete history page, a sponsors page, a classified ad page, and a special interest vehicle information and events page. Also on our website is a complete library of our club's e-magazine, The Beamer. Also on the website, using the built-in Wild Apricot commerce function, is our new e-store for club merchandise, and it has been extremely successful, mainly due to the tireless work of our merchandising officer, Alex Irvine. We have made a conscious effort over the last 2 years to get people out of their cars and socialise. Hence, we have organised a number of events that are not typical of car clubs. For example, a whale watching tour, a barefoot bowls day and barbecue, a river cruise and lunch, and a free movie afternoon. These are apart from our normal drives, dinners, coffee meets, etc. We are fortunate to have a core of long-term support from our local BMW dealership, sponsors and suppliers. And we take the opportunity, whenever we can, to put back to those relationships. For example, when Brisbane BMW wanted support with a classic BMW for a photo shoot to promote a new relationship they had developed with an exclusive motel, one of our members supplied his beautiful E24 635 JPS for the day.
Good evening and welcome, everyone. In November, nearly the end of the year. Thank you very much for coming along tonight. And good evening, everyone out there on Facebook.
We try to help our sponsors with their businesses by raising their profile, by holding the occasional monthly meeting at their premises, and also live stream that meeting to all membership.
For those of you who may not know, Ludwig and Nicola are hosting us for the second time.
Our current committee is about to enter its third year of operation, and it has taken quite some time to come to grips with the operation of the club. And as with all clubs, we have had to navigate the recent 2 years of COVID operation and compliance. The result of our work are reflected in our expanding membership and our excellent attendance to all of our planned activities. Our committee have been constant, and everyone has added to the success of our club. Finances are in a good state, and we are constantly looking at methods of saving money on our administration and operation of the club, which then enables us to heavily subsidise entry fees for events and merchandise. As we are all emerging from the restrictions of the past 2 years, BMW Club Queensland seems to be heading for bigger and brighter times. The 2023 BMW Clubs Australia Nationals on the Gold Coast will be one of them.
So, a big year. So yes, it's as I said in that, it's been a big year. We've done lots of different things and had a great time. And again, as I said, thank you very much to the committee for getting behind it and organising all those fantastic things. So I'd just like now to move on, and I'd like to call on our Treasurer to present the financial report for the last 12 months.
Good evening, everybody. There is a copy of the financial report and the auditor's report here, which I'm sure you're busting to read. It was all posted out to you by email, but if you want to see the real living hard copy signed, it's there. Now for the riveting bit. The audited financial report for 2021 was emailed to all members, and a copy is available here. The annual report was completed on the 23rd of February and 2022, and no discrepancies in the club's financial processes were identified. Just remember that our financial year is actually a calendar year, so doesn't line up with tax years. As at the end of financial year 2021, the value of BMW Club Queensland's total net assets after depreciation and current liabilities was $63,110. I'll be asking questions later. I hope you're taking this in. This is a decrease of $1,913 since the end of financial year 2020. It's the first decrease we've had for a while, and it was due to substantial subsidisation of social events, which everyone got the benefit of. And we also had some new club property came in there as well, which was necessary because of the change of logo. Total cash assets at Westpac and PayPal at the end of the year was $58,818. So 2021 was another successful year for BMW Club Queensland, and I'm pleased to report that BMW Club Queensland is in a very good financial position and can meet all current and programmed expenses. Now for the question. What's the square root of 64? Well done. Pass. All right. And on that note, I move that the financial report for 2021 for the BMW Club Queensland be adopted. You just need a seconder. All those in favour? Of course, lovely. All right, thank you very much.
Thank you again, JT. Great job. You can just claim the batteries of your calculator on petty cash. Okay, just speak to the treasurer. Okay, I'd like now to declare that all committee positions are vacant, and invite a financial member to chair the meeting for the president of the election. You're a nice financial member. You can chair.
Really?
Yes, you can chair for the election of president. Okay.
Okay, so we're open for the election of the president. We've had one nomination received. I wonder who that is. Gary Schweikert. You accept the nomination?
I accept the nomination.
Good.
Thank you.
You're elected.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay. So, all right, well, thank you very much, Madam Secretary. Vice President, there's one nomination for Vice President, Leanne Timms. Would you accept that role? Thank you very much. Again, perfect. Thank you. Treasurer, John Tate, one nomination. Yes. Thank you very much. Madam Secretary, there's one nomination. Yes. Kerry Thomas? Yes.
Oh, what do we do about Dennis? He's not here.
Dennis Weiss was the only nomination for the Motorsport Director. I think I'll just use my dictatorial powers to say that he's going to accept that, and we'll have an arm wrestle if he doesn't. So, Dennis, thank you very much. Club Captain and Club Registers, Greg Timms. Greg Timms? Thank you very much. Now, there is a position that is vacant for Drive Coordinator. Now, we've had a kind offer from John Tate to look after that as well. Is that still correct? Yeah. If there is no one else. But I really would like to ask if anyone else would consider from the floor taking on the role of Drive Coordinator. Obviously, Drive Coordinator, as it sounds, it's organising our drives for us, doing the surveys, setting the routes, contacting the various places that we're going to go to. So is there anyone on the floor who would like to put their hand up for that role? And the silence was deafening. John Tate. Yeah, it's just having the role of Treasurer and Drive Coordinator with a club of 400 people. That's a lot of work for one person. So the other thing that we can do, and has happened previously, is that you don't take on the whole role, but if you would like to actually organise a run. And that happened last year with, who was it? Russell McGuire. He did the survey, organised the lunch, did the route instructions, all that sort of stuff. And it was a breath of fresh air that someone just said, I can do it, and did it. So keep that in mind, and when you're bored and you've got nothing to do, set a run. Okay, let us know. Thank you. Sorry, yes, John Tate, would you accept the role of Drive Coordinator?
I'll nominate. Behind you.
Oh, Russell. Yeah. You've been Thomased. Kerry and Russell. Thank you, John. Okay, membership officer, one nomination. John Payne. Hello, up the back there. Are you happy to accept that role? Thank you very much. Keep up the great work. While we're in officers, merchandising officer, Alex Irvine. Hello. You can't hide. Sorry, you can't hide. I can see you. How are you? Good, excellent. Would you accept the role of merchandising again? Thank you. Yeah. And as I said in the video, it's been a busy year for Alex, and has done a fantastic job. The quality of this merchandise has just been fantastic. We in Canberra for the Nationals, there were a number of comments about our shirts and things, and I've got to say how proud I was. Leanne Timms and I went to Melbourne a couple of weekends ago for the Clubs Australia AGM down there. And although we didn't actually organise it, Leanne and I arrived wearing the same black business shirt. And yes, it just, I was pretty proud. Thank you, Leanne, that was great. Social Director, one nomination, Russell Thomas. Would you accept that role? Thank you. Again, Russell, as I said in the video, has organised some fantastic stuff last year, and it looks like we're moving along. In fact, Kerry, I forgot to pass on Russell Dean's apologies, if you could put that in. I spoke to him just before the meeting. He can't make it. He is the one nomination for the Web Marketing Manager, and he does accept that. So, Russell Dean, thank you. I'll send you the video. All right. Okay. Magazine Editor and Publisher. We've got a new magazine editor nomination this year, Darren Foster. Hello, Darren. Hello. Hello. Yes. Thank you very much. Appreciate you putting your hand up for that. That's great. InterClub Coordinator, Christine Murphy. Are you happy to take on that role again this year? For those who don't know, Christine's been doing that for this last little while and has done some great stuff. She's working with Motorsport Australia and the various clubs and organising events, and as I said earlier, stepped in today to help John Tate with the motorsport, which was absolutely fantastic, so thank you very much. Okay, there's another role that there's no nomination for. That's the Registers Coordinator. Now, the register... Oh, actually, what's going on here? Club registrations.
What have you done?
Yeah, we had club...
Captain and Register Coordinator in one role.
Right, yes. Okay, so it's actually down here twice. Different. It's club registrations.
Different.
Yes.
Because we had two, there were two last year the same.
Oh, okay.
So the register coordinator is different to club registrations.
Ah, okay.
Is that right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. No, it shouldn't be. I don't know what that role is. So let's just
call it club captain.
Yeah. We'll just forget about that club registrations one, the club captain. But I will call for anyone who would be interested in the club, the register coordinator. If not, Greg, I'll ask you to take that on, if you could. But is there anyone else who might be interested in dealing with the registers? That's the 6 Series register, the Classic register, the E30, E36 and M register. There's been virtually no activities with those registers other than the Facebook groups. Is anyone interested in stepping up and doing a little bit of organising? If not, we'll just leave it to one side at the moment. We'll leave it vacant, Greg, and you and I will talk about, what we do about it, if anything. Okay, national delegate. I think that there's only been one nomination for that, and that's me. So I'm happy to keep going with the national delegate role. That is national delegate to Clubs Australia. So the umbrella group of the BMW Club organisation. There is one delegate from each member club. And I've been doing that for the last couple of years, so I'm happy to take that on. Okay, so that's it as far as those nominations. Congratulations, everyone, and thank you for all your support. Let's hope that we can keep it going in a as successful as last year has been. I'd now like to call for make a proposal that we appoint the auditor for the following 12 months. Thank you.
It's after all the nominations.
Oh, right. Okay, so the motion is that the Richard Clark Business Consultant Chartered Accountant be nominated as auditor for the 2022 financial year. Could I have someone move that? Thank you, John Tite. Seconded. Thank you, Scotty Weir. Okay, all those in favour, please. Thank you. Okay, guest speaker. We have no guest speaker. Would anyone like to say anything? Would anyone like to be the guest speaker?
Can I sing for you?
I'm not sure about that. Yeah. How about you hum a few bars, see if we join in, and then we'll keep going. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, if that's the end of the AGM, has anyone got anything they would like to bring up before I close it off?
No, just well done on a past excellent year.
Yes, it has been a great year, so thank you. Okay, I'll close that off now at 31 minutes past 7, not 9. Yeah. Yes. Okay, just a couple of things before we wrap it up. There's been a major event we've just been involved with, the BMW Club's Australian Nationals in Canberra. There were a convoy of 11 cars drove down. Thank you very much, Greg Timms, for organising that. Greg set the route, and with Russell organised accommodation. We did a 3-day road trip, which overnighted at Armidale the first night, Bathurst the second night, and then into Canberra on the third day. Nice easy days. It meant we get up, have a leisurely breakfast, hit the road. The major concern for the trip was potholes. But fortunately, we had UHF handheld radios, and I think Marion Tate is a great co-pilot and was spotting the potholes with venom. So we were with like this all over the road. So yes, it was a reasonably uneventful trip. Although one of the members from Club Gold Coast in his new M4 had to stop and have a chat to a friendly policeman at one stage. It was an unfortunate situation. There was lots of roadworks, and he was coming into a roadwork, into a 60 zone in the middle of nowhere, and he was slowing, but didn't quite get down to 60, and they got him at doing 74, I think it was, coming into the roadwork. So that was a little unfortunate. But we stayed at Ridges at Armidale and Ridges at Bathurst. There's a hotel on the track. We got there nice and early, and we were able to do a few laps of Mount Panorama. Thank you very much. There was someone driving an X3 around Mount Panorama, just seeing how it went through the Dipper and Forest Elbow and things.
Shame I couldn't go faster.
Well, whilst Russell was driving my M5, so that was...
Gave Gary a heart attack when I put it into the floor.
I knew it accelerated, but not when I'm a passenger. But anyway, so we got into Canberra on the Friday, had a great night, and then on the Thursday, and then we had a great weekend. Canberra did a very good job. They're only a very small club. The dealer in Canberra is extraordinarily supportive. He's been running that dealership for quite some time. They had their welcome function at the dealership, and the dealership hosted that, put on meals and everything. I also found out just recently that the dealership also tipped $10,000 into the running of the weekend for the clubs, which was quite amazing. They had an incredible show and shine at the university on the Saturday with more than 100 cars. It was a big show and shine. There was a show and shine and there was a Concours. So the Concours were, really special cars, and the car that won was an amazing Isetta that's owned by one of the members. He also owns a thing called an Amphi car, which is, by definition, it's a car that you can drive into Lake Burley Griffin. It's got propellers and off you go. So I asked a stupid question because I went out on it. I said, how does it steer? Rudder. He said, no. He said, just the front wheels steer it. So, you just turn the steering wheel, and of course the wheels turn, and of course that's your rudder. So I didn't even think of it, because I thought, I wonder how this works. Turn the wheel. But they ran a raffle for a day for a drive around Canberra, and then a drive into the lake, and then back out of the lake, and more drive around Canberra. And one of our club members, Bob Bedford, and his wife Anne won it. So they had a fantastic day. Do you want to tell us about it, Bob?
It was just a different experience. I didn't know what the prize would be, but to get it was good value for whatever I paid for it. It was not too many cars to get on Lake Burley Griffin, was it?
No, float. Yes. So no.
We probably had about 2.5 hours from it.
Yes. So I drove from we had on the Sunday they had a skid pan and motorcarna, and the Amphi cars were out there, and then the winners got in the Amphi cars and they drove back into Canberra, then drove around and up around Parliament House, and then back down, and then into Lake Burley Griffin, and then back out and up around. And so it was. The
funniest thing about it was coming back to that first stop point. There was the yellow one there, and the white one was there, and there was kayakers there. Mostly little guy there, and he was a real wild one, and he was going one, and they weren't coming the other way. And unbeknownst to us, he turned around, he came up through the centre of us, and he passed us. Well, I've got some video on it. I should put it on YouTube. It's just, not YouTube, the club site.
Yeah.
He's going through it straight with his thing out there.
Oh, it's fantastic. Then they had their gala dinner at the museum, at the Canberra, the National Museum, and they had the winning cars from the Show and Shine and Concours on display in the room. An amazing room and beautiful food, and an incredible guest speaker, a lovely young lady out of Tasmania, who's, I think she goes under the name of Mini Race Chick or something like that. Sorry? Mini Girl Racer, thank you very much. She's an amazing girl, and as the name suggests, she races minis, does targa and all sorts of stuff. She teaches people, and she's a force to be reckoned with. She works for the dealer, the BMW dealer in Hobart, she's quite inspirational. It was a wonderful evening. And then we packed up and we all left and drove home. It was a successful time. As I mentioned in my video, then next year, 2023, that national event comes to Queensland, and it's being hosted by Club Gold Coast, and Club Queensland is supporting them, and it will be held down the Gold Coast for the 3-day weekend. We've organised also to have motorsport either side of it, the Friday at Lakeside and then the following Tuesday out at Morgan Park, so people from down south can, if they tow their race cars up, they can come up, go to Lakeside, then do the weekend down the Gold Coast, then pick up their race cars and then go to Warwick and then do the track day and then start heading south, hopefully from out there. So it should be a great event. So we may very well need some volunteers to help organise things. Those sort of days where, the show and shine, that sort of thing, you suddenly have 100 cars arriving, you need marshals, getting people, putting the tents up, doing all that sort of stuff. So keep your eye on your emails, and please don't put it straight in the trash. Have a think about it and see if you can jump on board and help us out. Just a couple of events coming up.
Rightio. Hi everyone. All right. So Sunday is our German club pork knuckle Sunday. That most of us are attending. We've got 86 members, around 86. We've just had a cancellation, but around 80 to 82 members attending that on Sunday from 11 till 2:30 approximately. Kitchen opens at 12 noon, so get there nice and early to get a park and have a few beverages beforehand and have a chat. Then we'll order lunch around 12 and should be finished up around 2:30. Then we move on to the following Saturday, the 30th of April. We're at the Workshop Rail Museum in North Ipswich. We've got a club car display happening there. It's only for 10 cars, unfortunately. There wasn't a big space allocated. We've filled that now. We've got our 10 cars, but still please come along. It's open to the public from 9 till 4, and admission price is $6 for an adult and $5 concession and also child. The people that are displaying their cars need to get there by 7:15, and you need to be in our spots by 8 o'clock in the morning, and then you're good to go. Gary's going to be there with Princess, and I think John and I might be attending during the day as well, just as patrons. So any problems, see Gary on the day.
Gary going to run that on the day, mate?
Yeah.
Is Gary going to run the day?
Yeah, he'll be running the day, yeah. Then Sunday the 15th of May is the David Hack Classic in Toowoomba. That's another club car display. We're meeting at Shell Rusty's at Hatton Vale at 6:15 a.m. and everyone who has registered will receive more details about that in the coming weeks. And then we travel via the Warrego Highway and the A2 Toowoomba bypass, so make sure you've got your e-tag on your car. Please also register if you are joining the group in Toowoomba. So if you're not coming on the run and meeting us there, please also register. And the Toowoomba meeting place will be on Green Wattle Street, north of Taylor Street. Please be there by 8 o'clock. So guys, what I can stress to you, there's a lot more here I'll go through in a minute, but please jump on the website. Please read the detail in the events, okay? There is a lot of detail. Some of these events are quite complex and require multiple registrations. So read through before you register.
And please read the reminder for David Hack. Please carefully read the reminder for David Hack and also the registration successful email. You get an email when you've registered. Read that carefully too. Just don't fish it because you might be disappointed later.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Sunday the 22nd of May, McLean's Bridge Car Show and Display at the Queensland Rifle Association Belmont Range. Everyone knows where that is. Car displays, so display cars enter from 7:30. There's awards at 12 noon and we finish around 1 o'clock. And then on Sunday the 5th of June, we've got Kingston Park Raceway.
Can I just go back to McLean's Bridge? We need cars for McLean's Bridge. Yep. So please bring your car along. Doesn't matter how clean or dirty it is, the more the merrier. We need to put on a good display there just to wave the flag. So
that's free entry.
Sorry?
Free entry for BMW.
Yeah, it's free entry for the BMW Club. So come along and support the club. That'd be great. And bring your earmuffs.
Just in case.
Because last year the rifle range across the side were shooting all day, and it was yes.
All right. Yeah, so Sunday the 5th of June, Kingston Park Raceway, go-kart morning and breakfast, so come along to that, $115 per driver. If you just want to come for breakfast, that's fine as well. You don't have to be go-karting, you can just come along and join us there. Then Sunday the 19th of June, we've got RACQ Motorfest, that's another car display. This one's a big one. You must register with RACQ to attend the event. You must also register on our club page as well. And if you don't register with RACQ, you don't get a pass to get in. And
go to our website because it's all there, and it will lead you off to RACQ and then back to us. but it's important that you go through that carefully, register with us, and you'll get to a section and that will take you to the RACQ form. So sorry about that, but it's just so complicated, and bureaucracy just keeps happening, and we have to do it. And we try and do it, but anyway, give us a shout if there's a problem.
Yeah.
So just one other thing on that. Don't delay registration because RACQ wants to cut it off on the 13th of May, even though the event's not until June. So don't think, oh, I'll leave that till June, because again, you'll be horribly disappointed. If you're thinking of going, register.
Now.
For sure. It's free.
And fun. It's a good day. So that's good. Then Saturday the 2nd July, we've got a drive and lunch event to the Bush Turkey Bistro, Tamborine Mountain, which will be good. And then we've got our Show of Excellence on the 31st of July at the Eatons Hill Hotel. And then we've got a VIP Brisbane Riverfire cruise and dinner on the 3rd of September. So that's the normal Riverfire in Brisbane. So we're going to hire out a deck on the I Spy boat, and we'll go out and see the fireworks and see the airplanes go over, have dinner, there's live entertainment. It'll be a fantastic night out. And then going back into October, it's a bit far away, but we're planning a drive to the Yandina Ginger Factory. We're going to have a 2-course lunch and a factory tour there in October, and it's $25 per member, and the club's subsidising that $18 a member. So yeah, that's it for this year. So pretty busy. So please jump onto the website, please read through all the events, and everyone will be good. That's it. Thank you.
Seeing you've been doing it all day today.
Yeah, just for Dennis, I know we'd want everyone to know it was an utterly successful day, and the whole reason for that was Christine. We both got thrown into this about 4:30 yesterday afternoon going, what will we do? Dennis, of course, had everything organised, sent all the stuff out, everything was as organised as it could be, but nevertheless we had to make sure it all ran. And basically I ended up being a sort of supervisor, just sitting back. Christine was like the Energizer Bunny. She ran around, did everything. It was a fantastic effort, and it was great PR as well for all the other non-BMW Club people that were there, and Queensland Raceway. So I couldn't have done it without her, and thank you very, very much, Christine. Fabulous. That's it. That's the motorsport report.
One other event that's happened just recently was, if you recall, we had a guest speaker recently, Professor Rafael Gomez from QUT BMW. He invited me to the launch of their new facility at QUT. They've got an amazing research and development laboratory and space over there. And BMW AG, that's Germany, have given Dr. Rafael and his group a brand new M8 competition for them to use as their test mule, workhorse, pull apart, put together, figure out how it works, all that sort of stuff. Unfortunately, it is left-hand drive, so it can't be registered here. But I've been talking to him about bringing it to some of our track days, because it can be, might as well drive the thing. And the other thing I was suggesting to him, and he was quite excited about, was having the car wrapped, having his design guys design up almost like an art car sort of thing, and design it up in their QUT electronic something or other to make it stand out. It's a beautiful black car, but it's just another black BMW really, but to make it stand out like that. When we do RACQ Motorfest this year, where our stand is, virtually right beside our stand, is the future technology area. So they're putting all their electric cars and all that sort of stuff on display. And I've spoken to Raphael about his car and his group, and he's going to now put his car with the future technology group as well. So it's a great success. The evening was wonderful. They had two representatives from BMW Germany there, and also the German consulate was there as well. And they won't forget Gary from Big Hat Pictures. From wearing my big hat from BMW Club Queensland, because I was yahooing and whooping when they gave him an M8. You have to be excited about that sort of thing. Okay, I think that will do us for the evening. Is there anything else? Forgotten? Done anything? No? Okay. Well, thank you very much, all. Much appreciated. So, Susie has just whipped up some pizzas, garlic bread.
37, I did. There was a bit of operator error. So there's 7 pieces. That should be enough.
Yes, and there's some wine and beers up the back as well. So, enjoy. Thank you.